Hello, my reading friends. I'm so happy you came. If you like reading books with me, then subscribe to be part of my reading family. Today, we are going to read Grandma's Bag of 20 Inspiring Stories written by Sudha Murty, illustrated by Priya Kuriyan. So, if you have the copy, go get it. Then you can also read along with me.
Chapter 16 How the Seasons Got a Share. It was an unusually hot afternoon, and there was a power cut. The children were sitting in the house, wiping their foreheads and complaining. How do you stay without electricity, Aja? Asked Raghu. In Mumbai, in an apartment, if ever the electricity goes off, the generator comes on automatically. We never even know that the power has gone. Ajay looked around at the hot, sweaty faces and said, All right, I will show you a place which is as cool as an AC room. And it stays that way without any electricity. Come on, everyone, grab a mat each and follow me. The children were intrigued. Ajay walked out into the garden, crossed it, right to the old neem tree that stood in a corner. Ajay told them to spread their mats under the tree and lie down. It was deliciously cool and comfortable under the tree. Everyone lay down and looked up at the gently moving leaves on the great branches over their heads. This was so much more fun than lying in a closed room. Ajay too had pulled up a comfortable old easy chair and was nodding off. After some time he said, This is why I love summer. What seasons do you children prefer? Immediately Anand said, I do like summer because there is no school and we can eat ice cream and mangoes. We can also go swimming. I don't like summer. I like winter. You can wear colorful sweaters and eat different kinds of fruits. It is nice and cozy to be at home. You can drink hot soup and hot chocolate, said Krishna. I don't like winter. I get ear pain. I prefer the rainy season. It is so nice when it rains and all the trees look so fresh and happy, said Meenu. What about you, Raghu? Why are you silent? Ajay asked. I like all the seasons, provided someone like you or Ajay is there with us. Ajay smiled. Well, each season has its own beauty and use. We could not do without even one. How is that? Asked the children. Okay, I will tell you a story about what happened once when the seasons started fighting with one another. God stepped back and looked happily at the earth he had just created. He had filled it with humans, animals, trees, and seas, and it looked a wonderful place to be in. But something was missing. After thinking for a while, he called out to 6 brothers. Day, night, summer, winter, monsoon, and wind. He commanded the 6 brothers to go down to earth and help the creatures that live comfortably and prosper. You must help the creatures on earth grow food and live comfortably. I have divided time into 2 parts, 24 hours each and 365 days. You must share this among yourselves so that people on earth get all that they need. The 6 brothers nodded obediently. But no sooner was God's back turned than they all started quarreling. Everyone wanted a big share of the time available to spend on earth. Day and night decided each would get 24 hours each. But the seasons kept quarreling. Summer was the eldest, So he said, I will be on earth for 365 days first. Rain said, if I don't show up, all the water on earth will disappear. So I will come next. Winter said, after the rains, I help the trees to flower. So I will come in the third year. Poor Wind was the youngest, and no one paid him any attention. So he got the last year. So life started on earth. For 24 hours at a time, there was day, then 24 hours of night. Summer continued for one whole year, while in the beginning the heat helped the crops to grow. Soon it became too hot for anyone to do anything. All the water dried up and there was greater discomfort. The people of earth pleaded with summer to stop and he had to leave before his year was up. Then it was the turn of rain. When he started pouring down, how happy everyone was to get some respite from the year's summer. But soon the lakes, ponds, rivers, oceans all filled to the brim and started overflowing. The crops got spoilt in the rain, and there was nothing for anyone to eat. When people prayed for him to stop, he had to step aside and make way for winter. With relief, people greeted winter. Now, there was neither the scorching sun nor the pouring rain. But when day after day went by like this, they started falling sick from the constant cold. The plants started dying because of less sunshine. At the people's request, winter too had to stop. Now it was the turn of wind. Within a few days of his constant huffing and puffing, people were scared to step out anywhere. Trees were uprooted. The roofs of houses went flying, and there was chaos all around. The brothers realized what they had done would displease God mightily. So they decided to change their ways. Instead of each taking a year, they decided to share 1 year among each other. But again, Wind, being the youngest, got left out and got no time for himself. He sat in a corner and sulked. During summertime, people sowed their crops and waited for the rains. Rain came with loads of water, but there was no wind to distribute it equally. Some parts of earth got buckets of rain and other parts none at all. Now everyone realized that wind wasn't important. They called out to him and he finally agreed to do his work. But he did not get a separate time for himself. He was allowed to blow all through the year. So in summer, he blew and helped reduce the heat. During rains, he blew the clouds from one place to another and took rainwater everywhere. In winter, he still blew and made it even colder. Day and night, two learned from the four brothers and decided to divide the 24 hours equally. So, one half was day and the other was night. Now everyone on earth was happy, and the 6 brothers learned to share their time. By this time, Aji called from the house. The electricity is back. You can come inside now. But the children were happy to remain outside and enjoy the breeze.
I hope you enjoyed the story today. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when the next chapter of this book is on my channel.